Hey there, here's a truth bomb for you. You can't pour from an empty cup. It's time to stop being a people pleaser and start living in alignment with your true self. Saying no doesn't make you a bad person. In fact, it sets you free. People pleasing is a habit we pick up to avoid rejection, conflict, or disappointment. But let's be real, it's exhausting. When you constantly say yes to others while saying no to yourself, you drain your energy. You end up living someone else's life instead of your own. In spirituality, especially in non-duality, people-pleasing is a huge roadblock. You can't awaken to your true self while wearing a mask for everyone else. The ego thrives on validation from others, and when you people-please, you're feeding that ego instead of moving beyond it. When you try to please everyone, you're actually trying to control how they see you. The irony: you can never control what others think. You might think you're keeping everyone happy, but guess what? People will still have their opinions, no matter how much you bend over backward for them. In non-duality, the illusion of control keeps us trapped. The more we try to control the outside world, the more disconnected we become from our true nature, which is pure and free. Now let's talk about the power of no. Saying no doesn't have to come from a place of anger or resistance. It can come from a place of peace and acceptance. When you say no with clarity and compassion, you're honoring your truth without creating unnecessary conflict within. In non-duality, everything is about accepting what is. That includes accepting that you don't have to meet everyone's expectations. You can lovingly decline without resisting the situation or person. Saying no isn't just about setting boundaries with others. It's about aligning with your true self. When you stop people-pleasing, you stop betraying your inner truth. You stop sacrificing your energy and joy for the sake of others. In spirituality, self-alignment is key. When you say no from a place of self-acceptance, you're giving yourself permission to be fully present, authentic, and at peace. That's what true freedom is, living in harmony with your own truth. When you say no from a place of resistance, it can feel heavy, as if you're pushing back against life. But when you say no from a place of acceptance, it becomes an act of love for yourself and others. The key is to let go of guilt. Many of us feel guilty for saying no because we're afraid of letting others down. But here's the thing: you're not responsible for everyone else's happiness. In non-duality, there's no separation between you and the universe. When you honor yourself, you're in harmony with the whole. Here are some simple ways to say no without feeling guilty or creating tension. Pause before responding. Give yourself time to check in with how you really feel before agreeing to anything. Be honest and clear. You don't need to over-explain. A simple, "I can't commit to that right now," is enough. Offer alternatives. If you can't help, suggest other ways or people who might be able to. Stay calm and compassionate. Your no doesn't need to be harsh. Say it with kindness and calm. Let's get real. Saying no can bring up guilt, fear of rejection, or worry about what others will think. But guilt is just the ego's way of keeping you in the same old patterns. When you say no with confidence and peace, you're breaking free from those old stories. In spirituality, especially in non-duality, guilt is unnecessary. The universe doesn't operate in guilt or fear. It operates in love and truth. And every time you say no to something that doesn't align with you, you're honoring that truth. Self-compassion is essential. When you say no, You're giving yourself the space to prioritize your own needs and well-being. People-pleasing drains your energy because you're constantly putting others before yourself. But when you practice self-compassion, you realize that your well-being matters too. Remember, you can't help others if you're running on empty. Self-compassion is about recognizing that your needs are just as important as anyone else's. You don't need to justify taking care of yourself. Here's something powerful. When you start saying no with confidence, you inspire others to do the same. You become an example of healthy boundaries, and that ripples out to those around you. They see that it's okay to honor their own needs too. In non-duality, there's no separation between you and others. When you elevate yourself, you elevate the whole. By saying no with love and acceptance, you're contributing to a more peaceful, authentic world. In conclusion, the power of saying no from a place of acceptance is one of the most freeing things you can do on your spiritual journey. People-pleasing keeps you trapped, but saying no with love aligns you with your true self. It's not about resisting the world. It's about accepting yourself fully and acting in harmony with your deepest truth. You are here to live authentically, not to please everyone around you. Embrace the power of no, let go of guilt, and trust that by honoring yourself, you're also honoring the universe.